Okay, excuse the monitoring spirits. You will probably hear them stomping around while I read this. Genesis chapter 7, King James Version. And the Lord said unto Noah, Come thou and all thy house into the ark, for thee I have seen righteous before me in this generation. Of every clean beast thou shalt take unto thee by sevens, the male and his female, and of beasts that are not clean by two, the male and his female, of fowls also of the air by sevens, the male and his female, to keep seed alive upon the face of the earth. For yet 7 days I will cause it to rain upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights, and every living substance that I have made will I destroy from off the face of the earth. And Noah did according to all that the Lord commanded him. And Noah was 600 years old when the flood of the waters was upon the earth. And Noah went in, and his sons, his wife, and his sons' wives with him into the ark, because of the waters of the flood, of clean beasts, and of beasts that are not clean, and of fowls, and of everything that creepeth upon the earth. There went in 2 and 2 unto Noah and into the ark, the male and the female, as God commanded Noah. And it came to pass after 7 days that the waters of the flood were upon the earth. In the 600th year of Noah's life, in the 2nd month, the 7th day of the month, the same day were all the fountains of the great deep broken up. And the windows of heaven were opened, and the rain was upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights. And the selfsame day entered Noah and Shem and Ham and Japheth, the sons of Noah, and Noah's wife, and the 3 wives of his sons with them unto the ark. They and every beast of his kind, and all the cattle of their kind, and every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth after his kind, and every fowl after his kind, every bird of every sort, they all went into Noah into the ark, 2 and 2 of all flesh, wherein is the breath of life. And they that went in male and female of all flesh, as God had commanded him. And the Lord shut him in. And the flood was 40 days upon the earth, and the waters increased, and bare up the ark, and it was lift up above the earth. And the waters prevailed and were increased greatly upon the earth. And the ark went upon the face of the waters, and the waters prevailed exceedingly upon the earth. And all the high hills that were under the whole heaven were covered. 15 cubits upward did the waters prevail, and the mountains were covered. And all flesh died that moved upon the earth, both of fowl, and of cattle, and of beast, and of every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth, and every man all in whose nostrils was the breath of life, of all that was in the dry land, died, and every living substance was destroyed, which was upon the face of the ground, both man and cattle and creeping things, and the fowl of heaven. And they were destroyed from the earth, and Noah only remained alive, and they that were with him in the ark. And the waters prevailed upon the earth 150 days. Okay, I'll try not to make this commentary very long. So, in a previous chapter, Noah was 500 years when he had his maybe triplets, his sons. And in his 600th year, 100 years later, that's when God decided that the flood was time. And so in between that 500th and 600th year, Noah's building an ark. I'm not sure exactly if it's like just 100 years. It doesn't seem like it's quite that, but it seems like it took him a very long time to build that ark, which for good reason. He's putting basically the whole world outside of sea life in it. There's a lot of sevens in the first few verses. Verses 2 through 4. Not really sure exactly what that is about. Obviously, it's a very special number. We all know that, but just something that I took notice of. He's in verse 2, God says, "Of every clean beast thou shalt take to thee by sevens, male and female, and the beasts that are not clean by two, the male and his female, of the fowls also of the air by sevens, male and female, to keep seed alive." So there's verse 4, "For yet 7 days, and I will cause it to rain upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights. So there's a lot of sevens going on. Can't really dive too much deeper into that. If anybody has anything to note about that, please do say something. So after he goes in, that's when the rain starts, and he warns him a week ahead. And Noah just does what he's told. So it starts flooding, and everything dies. Everything that's not in that ark, or, a sea creature of some kind. Which is interesting, I'm sure God knew that the sea creatures would be fine, even when he was thinking of flooding. It's very interesting. The sea creatures are just kind of untouched, it seems. I don't know. I'm just noticing things that are, maybe they don't have any significance. It's just thoughts based on this chapter. But yeah, God flooded the earth, everybody who wasn't in the ark with Noah, which wasn't much. It was just his family, his wife, his 3 sons, and his daughters-in-law. And then all these animals that was creeping upon the earth, making sure to get both male and female so that, life can go on. And in the end, there's the verse of 24 at the end. "And the waters prevailed over the earth 150 days. So after the 40 days and 40 nights, there was an extra 150 days of just flood water everywhere, and an ark just coasting, just drifting. So this was significant. This was a large and long period of time that they were just in this ark, dealing with this cleansing of the earth, so to speak. Anyway, that's my observations on Genesis chapter 7, King James Version. The world has been reset, and God is starting over with one man and his family. Because, unfortunately, the rest of the world, and I think mostly God was focusing on the human beings more than the animals. I won't even get into what that all could entail, but he's definitely wanting to get rid of people because the whole world has just gotten wicked. That wicked that he just was ready to just end this whole thing. And then he saw Noah, and Noah was righteous, so he just kept this thing going for the sake of what Noah is and what he can produce, hopefully good things. Let's find out. But aside from that, he wiped out every single human being. That just says a lot about how wicked it must have been. Anyway, hope you got something out of this reading, and I'm going to move on to chapter 8. So, I wish many, many blessings over you, and I appreciate you for listening.